talk performance review. As you see on the docket, we've got the Adidas DRose 5 up today. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get after it. Starting with the inner, it's not going to create any sort of problems. It's well constructed. There aren't any raised seams or any sort of even design issues or flaws that's going to cause you any sort of discomfort or anything like that. If you've seen any of my reviews as of late, then you know why that is important and why I start off and why I harp on so much. But moving to the upper, of course, you've got synthetic leather. It's a sprint bonded upper. And in short, it really does a good job of holding your foot down in place. In these, I didn't have any movement either front to back, side to side, or even at the heel, up or down. It was just good. It really held my feet in place in all directions. These wings here, well, I get into that, well, the stability. I'll come back to that later. But in short, fit was very good. Braking time, as far as the upper, was very minimal. And once they did, the shoe was very flexible. Like I said, it wasn't super crucial, but it was very good out of the box. The shoe was ready to go inside of a game or two, and then it flexes well. It does a wonderful job of working with your foot. It doesn't allow any sort of internal movement, and that's especially crucial for a guard-focused shoe. Moving down to the cushioning here, and you've got a Boost midsole, which provides your cushion here. And what Boost is, I'll move back. What it is a proprietary energy return foam from Adidas. And what is actually, whereas most foam midsoles are just one block or molded portion of material, it's actually individual capsules. And how the material is designed to work basically is that it takes the energy and then it returns it back, and it's supposed to be longer lasting and hold its cushioning properties better than, say, something like EVA or lunar foam. And this was my first time actually first experience with the material, and it's actually really good. Now, did it take me from, say, a 10-inch vertical to a 15-inch vertical? No. Now, I will say the cushioning properties were perceptible and noticeable. You could feel the spring back effect in the shoe. And while I'm currently doing it, it did do a great job of providing overall cushion. So it never felt like it wanted to give or bottom out at any point in the shoe. It felt as good on my last wearing as it did on the first, which is good. And as you can see, it's versatile enough to stand up from big men to point guard, so it's able to service a wider variety of needs. I like it, and I know this is the material. Move it up. It's still in its infancy, so I'm looking forward to seeing as they refine it and get it even better, to see what's in store. But the Boost cushioning is a winner. They definitely want to see what they're doing, because if you're worried about that, don't be. The cushioning is really good. All right, down to the traction. Then you've got two different sections. So you've got this wavy pattern here, and then as you can see, you've got this textured block area here, and it's repeated here as well. The rubber is, at least in this section, is fairly flexible, so it allows it to grip the court very well. In short, DRose 5 provides very good traction. I didn't experience any slippage here, and the courts that I play on aren't always well maintained. Excuse me. Whether you're moving, making cuts, making those basketball type moves, it's going to stay with you. It's not going to give you any slippage. Except the flexibleness of that rubber does allow it to grip the court there. And Additionally, since it's such a, the shoe is somewhat wide at the forefoot here, it is a very stable shoe. So you don't have to worry about when you're making those cuts tipping over or anything like that. There was not one instance while wearing of this shoe any sign of wanting to roll over. In part, these, I guess you can call them wings that wrap up around the heel there do aid in that. Overall, it's a very stable shoe. You have to think about it. It's a shoe primarily made for an attacking point guard. You don't want the shoe to tip over. So the traction was excellent, and additionally, I think that the rubber is tough enough to where you could get some outdoor run in it if you needed to. Some people do prefer playing outdoors, so it could be a spot shoe here and there. The traction of the DRose 5 is very good. In conclusion, the DRose 5 is a really good shoe. It offers good fit, traction, extremely good cushioning. It's a very stable shoe. Offers decent support as well. I guess the only real issue that a guard may have is the fact that there's a lot of the shoe. And what I mean, it can feel a little bulky perhaps around this ankle area. In that aspect, you do always know that the shoe is there. And I actually didn't get to this on the fit area, but I do want to touch on it real quick in the close. Is that when you lace it all the way up, it's not what I would call a cast-like feel by any stretch of the imagination, but it is a touch stiff, and like I said, it's noticeable that it's there. And with a lot of these, particularly guard shoes, moving to either lower collars or being a little skinny in the materials in certain areas to promote flexibility and a little lightweight, that could be a detraction or a distraction for some guards. It's also a versatile shoe. Point guards and centers can wear this shoe, and you saw that even in the league this year with no problem. Materials are good. It's going to hold up well. It's a fairly breathable shoe. If you can find it, definitely, I would say pick it up. It's definitely on our recommend list. It's going to give you all the areas that you need in a basketball shoe. Like I said, if you're one of those guys that just doesn't like feeling material around the ankle, you might want to get maybe the lows, or if you're an Adidas guy, some of the other lower collar options out there. But that's going to conclude our performance review of the DRose 5. Thank everybody for watching. We'll have articles and whatnot over at our website, sneakershoptalk.com. Thanks everybody for watching. Peace.